Hi everyone, welcome to your weekend tarot messages. My name is Rosa and today I'm going to be doing your weekend readings for all of the zodiac signs. The reading will be time stamped, so you can just skip right ahead and go straight to your sign. And you will find those timestamps in the messages section of the reading. And I got my calendar out because last week I made a mistake with the dates. So we're looking at the weekend ahead. And I'm in the Southern Hemisphere, so just adjust the dates accordingly to wherever you are in the world. But where I am, we're looking at the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th of May. So just adjust those to wherever you are in the world. And on the 25th of May, there is a special transit happening. Again, adjust it to wherever you are in the world. Saturn enters Aries. Okay, Saturn enters Aries. Now, I'm looking at the energy survival kit that has been created by Tiani Talks. It's a 2025 energy survival kit. I get these every year. It's kind of like a little Bible that I follow because I'm not an astrologer, but I do use astrology for my own personal reference. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about this transit. And this transit begins on the 25th of May and it goes all the way through to the 1st of September. And I'm just going to read some of the extracts that she has written in here. So this is a preview, darlings, which we will be getting used to this year with 3 outer planets all changing signs but only giving us a little teaser of what's to come. Neptune and Saturn move from Pisces to Aries and Uranus moves from Taurus to Gemini. It's stormy. We will feel these moves viscerally. Water to fire and earth to air. From receptive, gentle, yin, feminine to assertive, dominant, yang, masculine. Whoa. If you haven't felt alive yet, you're about to. The last time Saturn was in Aries was from April 1996 to June 1998, finishing up from October 1998 to March 1999. So yeah, a bloody long time ago. I'm just skipping ahead. If you are older than 30, cast your mind back to what was unfolding in your life then. So this is a good sort of like reference point to kind of just sort of gauge and feel what was happening for you around that time in your life. I know for me, I was 19 years old when this last transit happened. And I was moving from Victoria into Queensland. And we were just going through a major move. We'd moved states. So that's something to maybe look into, consider when you're thinking about this transit. Saturn in Aries can be very self-involved. We can absolutely see that in this generation. Self-interest, self-centered, and problems with authority, but also highly motivated, self-driven, and determined. Before I looked up some major events that took place in the time period of Saturn in Aries, I just felt guns. Yep, guns landed for me heavily. Now, Mars is the natural ruler of Aries. So we are seeing Saturn in Mars's sign, who are both malefic planets. It feels dangerous. Saturn and Mars are different. Saturn inhibits, is about the slow grind, tests us and put us through the karmic wormhole. Saturn rules time and says, without experience, you know nothing. Mars is the opposite. He is fast moving, reckless, risky, and does not want to stop and think before he makes his move. Mars wants everything now, while Saturn waits for his success. Time is the mastery here. It's the total tortoise and hare story. So when I looked up events within this time frame, I saw the Martin Bryant shooting had occurred just days after Saturn had moved into Aries. And what's totally fascinating is that Saturn was in an exact trine to Neptune in Sagittarius. Wow, the Saturn-Neptune thread continues. I've shared more below on these two. Anyway, I'm just going to skip ahead, and I've made a little highlight here. We will see huge identity karma / crisis with Saturn in Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, representing the self in all aspects. It's all about you. Saturn is also exiled and in his fall in Aries, which is fascinating because Mars in Capricorn, Saturn's sign, exalts. I'm sure we will feel the internal growing pains and uncomfortability of Saturn in Aries, like the caterpillar trying to emerge from the chrysalis, yet getting stuck. Look at where you feel exiled in your own life, or where you exile and abandon yourself. Exile meaning to feel banished. Self-discipline and self-sacrifice will be rewarded with Saturn in Aries. Be cautious. Don't try to force a square peg in a round hole. The delay and decay is the way. Obstacles are a part of the path. Remember that, guys. Obstacles are a part of the path. You may feel thwarted by Saturn as you try and move forward, yet problems appear. I need that reminder myself, right? But that's like a golden key. That's a nugget right there. You may want to thrust yourself into life yet again. Stern Saturn holds you back. This is where things can get wild as you rebel against authority and rebel against anyone or anything. Your self-assertion goes rampant. Channel this energy wisely. You must face our inner anger and rage, for it's suppressed, the physical body will pay. You will only get what you want with self-restraint. That's the whole thing with Saturn in Aries, right? This transit. Saturn in Aries is his own worst enemy. There may also be a restrained, even shy demeanor where all that assertion is hidden, repressed, and sneakily used in the background. Maybe a fear that if you lose your shit, you really will. Remember, we are working with both malefics here. Following Mars during his 4-ish month window will be imperative. Mars is in Leo, Virgo and Libra during the Saturn in Aries transit this year. So I'm just going to kind of leave it all there. We are about to go through a monumental transformation. So here are some key words and themes that she's got for this transit. Self-exiled, self-annihilation, new karmic conditioning, self-mastery, reckless, violence, must rely on the self, frustration, impatience, headaches, circulation, kidneys, strong will, determined, motivated, persistence, healthy ways to express anger, and humility. So I'm just going to leave you with some of that, guys. All right, so let's just jump straight in. Aries, we're going to start with you, Aries. Thank you for being here, Aries. I hope you are well. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you for this upcoming weekend, and especially with the Saturn in Aries transit happening for your sign or in your sign. Let's take a look and see what messages Spirit has for you. Spirit, what messages do you have for Aries? We have the 7 of Wands. Wands is fire, and Aries is a fire sign. We have the Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting. Okay, no. And the 2 of Wands. Okay. Okay, well, I'm seeing the Devil here as well, which is, the Devil is a representation of Saturn, because this is Capricorn, right? So, I want to say with the Seven of Wands that there is an opportunity this weekend to perhaps, I want to say there's an opportunity to, I kind of want to say there's an opportunity for you to respond in a timely fashion. The Seven of Wands can be a reactive energy. It can be when we feel like we want to kind of like retaliate or get our point across. And especially with the devil here, that's kind of like making me feel like you even want to, there's even more of like an impulse to want to get your point across. Like, I want to be heard. I want to be heard. Yeah, something like that. Like the devil is kind of like an all-consuming energy. Like, just listen to me. Just listen to me. But with the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands, this is pulling me up. And there's an opportunity for you to resist this weekend, if I can put it like that. Resist the urge to try and get your point across and get people to see it your way. Because the more you try and force people to see it your way, it's kind of like with the devil here, the less people will want to see it your way. Because when I look at this devil, there's no eyes on the devil. So it's kind of like the more you try to force people to hear what you have to say or see it your way, the more you try to come in and explain yourself, the more pushback maybe you get from others. I'm hearing others. There's someone here that you may be dealing with, or other people that you may be dealing with here that just are not wanting or willing to cooperate. So there's an opportunity for you to kind of just take your time with it. Less force. And just like, if you just passionately do what you do and just go about doing what you're doing, I feel like that will get the message across. Yes. As opposed to, you know, there's a word that I'm trying to get across here, Aries. With the Seven of Wands, I'm hearing practice what you preach. So there's no need with the Seven of Wands to preach this weekend. Just practice it. Do what you love. Do what you're passionate about. Whatever that is for you. I'm not sure what area of life this is relating to right now. Just practice what you're preaching right now, because I feel like that's going to get the message across a lot more clearly, a lot more fluidly, a lot more easily. If you are preaching this message, it's going to fall on deaf ears, basically. So hopefully that helps, Aries. Let me know in the comment section below if it resonated, and I will see you in the I will see you in the next reading. Thanks, guys. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. We're going to see what messages Spirit has for you this upcoming weekend. Let's take a look at your weekend tarot messages. We are using the Gilded Tarot by Cairo Marchetti, or Cairo Marchetti, however you want to pronounce it. All right, first card for our Taurians, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Ooh, okay. I'm hearing slow and steady with the Page of Pentacles. Slow and steady. Ace of Wands. Oh, we've got two cards here. We've got the Temperance and the Knight of Wands. So 4 cards wanted to come through for you. Okay, let's have a look. Messages for Taurus for the upcoming weekend. Okay, there is someone here this weekend that you're dealing with. I feel like the Knight of Wands is maybe someone that can be very sort of like maybe in and out or very hot and cold with you. It could be a strong Sagittarius here that you're connecting to. I feel like there is someone here that is very adventurous or that is very free-spirited. I feel like there is someone here that comes in and out of your life or sort of like pops in and out of your life. I feel like there is someone here that is very attracted to you. I feel like you are attracted to this person with the Ace of Wands. I feel like there is a lot of attraction. There's a lot of desire. There's certainly a strong spark between the both of you, but you are encouraged this weekend with the Page of Pentacles to approach this person slowly, steadily, cautiously. Like, take your time. Do not allow this person to try to maybe whisk you up, sweep you off of your feet. Yeah, I feel like that's the message. Try not to get too swept up by this person's charms. The other message I'm getting here is that there is like a creative spark or a creative energy coming in for you. I feel like this is like a creative idea or something that you're keen to get started. I'm strongly feeling here with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands that you want to get started on something, but your spirit is sort of telling you to like take your time with this. There's no hurry or there's no rush. Okay? Because if you take your time with this, it kind of just feels like you're going to get a lot more further ahead. But there is something here that you feel very connected to or passionate about. And it's something new that's coming in for you. And you're being encouraged to kind of just like put one foot forward in front of the other and kind of get things lifted off of the ground. Okay? But it's just like one small step at a time. Yes. So they're the messages that I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully that resonated, and I'll see you on the next reading. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. I have to apologize. I did a reading for you guys earlier this week, and I think I said happy birthday, and I was too premature. So anyway, happy birthday, Gemini. We are now officially in Gemini season. So thank you to whoever it was that corrected me on that. I am slightly embarrassed, but anyway, it is what it is. I don't know what was happening to me at the time. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, here's your weekend tarot message, Gemini. We have the 9 of Pentacles with the World, yes, and the 2 of Swords. Okay, so Oh, and we've got the Eight of Wands. I'll take the Eight of Wands here as a side message. But it kind of looks like this weekend you kind of got the green light to enjoy yourself, okay? The world is suggesting that you have come full circle in something. Maybe you've completed a project. Maybe you have, maybe you have finished an assignment. Maybe you have finished like doing, I don't know, like an exercise regime, or maybe you've completed like a health kick. Maybe you've completed some studies or a course or something of this nature. But the world is suggesting that you've achieved something. Okay, you've achieved something. You've worked on something for quite some time, and you've finally completed it. And there is cause for you to kind of like just celebrate. The Two of Swords is suggesting to say no to maybe some people or some things and carve out some special quality time for yourself here. Nine of Pentacles is kind of like, you can reap the rewards of the hard work and effort that you've poured into something. The Nine of Pentacles, she's kind of like my lady of leisure. This is you this weekend, kind of just like taking a break, take a break, go and enjoy yourself, throw yourself into something that you enjoy. The Nine of Pentacles, this is pleasure. Like, what do you most enjoy doing? Is it going to a library, purchasing a new book, hanging out with friends? I don't know, but it's just the Two of Swords is saying no to something or someone and doing what you love, because you've got the green light to do whatever you want to do this weekend. And it's something joyful. It's something pleasurable. And it's something that you can absolutely do guilt-free. Okay, so there's your reading, Gemini. Hopefully that resonated, and I'll see you on the next weekend tarot reading. Thanks, guys. Hello, Cancerians. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. Thank you for being here. Feel free to drop an emoji to let me know that you have passed on by. We're going to take a look and see what messages Spirit has for you for the upcoming weekend. Spirit, angels and guides, what messages do you have for our Cancerians for the upcoming weekend? First card is the King of Swords. Okay, we're using the Cairo Marchetti or Cairo Marchetti deck, the Gilded Tarot. King of Swords with the Star and the Seven of Cups. Three of Cups is also in sight. Okay, so I am seeing the Star as hopes, dreams, and wishes. And I often see the Seven of Cups as kind of like a vision board. So I'm kind of connecting the two together. So it's kind of like the upcoming weekend, Cancer, may be an invitation for you to kind of like revisit your vision board if you have one, or revisit your goals, revisit your dreams or your hopes or your wishes that you maybe have for yourself, maybe for the upcoming week, or what is it that you desire for yourself? What do you desire for yourself this week? What do you desire for yourself for the upcoming month? What do you desire for yourself maybe for the next 6 months? I don't know, but this weekend you're being sort of like asked to revise this or look at this, okay? The Star is something that you are longing for. And the Seven of Cups is you sort of like looking at your options. You're looking at your options, you're looking at the choices available to you. And the King of Swords this is you. And this is all about the mind. This is all about the mental side of you. Okay, so your headspace, your mind, your thoughts are being very activated right now. So the King of Swords to me is someone who is a visionary and someone who is being asked to focus. So the King of Swords is a very, very focused individual. And you're being called to focus on something that you desire for yourself. If there is something that you are longing for that you haven't yet realized into reality, that you haven't yet manifested into reality, you're being called to now really focus on this and bring it to life. The Seven of Cups is, this is still like pie in the sky energy, Cancer. So it's kind of like, well, what are you going to do to bring it into reality? How are you going to bring it into reality? And the King of Swords is someone who is a bit of a mastermind. He's a mastermind. He's a problem solver. He kind of chunks it down. Okay, he looks at the finer details. He kind of comes up with a strategy and he comes up with a plan. So I kind of feel like this weekend you're kind of being called to maybe come up with some kind of a strategy or come up with some kind of like plan or a schedule on how you're going to work out and bring some kind of like desire, hope, or wish to fulfillment. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting for you, Cancer. Yeah, hopefully that resonated, and I will see you on the next reading. Thanks, guys. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. We are going to take a look and see what messages Spirit has for you. Let me know with an emoji, maybe a lion emoji or your symbol, that you were here. I'd love to know, Leo. Let's take a look and see what messages Spirit has for you. First card coming through is the Empress. Nice, nice. What else do we have? We have the Nine of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so... And you've got the Eight of Wands. I'm kind of feeling like with the Eight of Wands here, and then we've got the Nine of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is kind of like a side message here, but it kind of feels like you've been pushing forward on something. Okay, you've been working towards something, and then this weekend, it kind of just feels like whatever you've been pushing forward on, it kind of just feels like it's catching up on you. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is the energy of a Leo that may be feeling a little bit tired, a little bit fatigued, a little bit exhausted, and you may be feeling it this weekend. Okay. The Four of Pentacles and the Empress is kind of just suggesting, Leo, to just preserve and, just preserve your energy. Yeah. The Empress is like self-care for me. So I'm kind of just feeling like you're needing to look after yourself. So with the Four of Pentacles, if that means you have to say no to someone, or if you have to say no to others, then absolutely do that. The Empress looks after herself. She looks after number one. So I'm seeing the symbol of Venus here. So Venus is a representation of what is it that you truly value right now. Know your value, Leo, and you know your worth. you already absolutely know your worth. You know what you have to offer other people, but you've got to look after yourself here, which means that you've got to be okay with saying no. You've got to be okay with not allowing others to take from you this weekend. Okay, I can see here that you want to absolutely give yourself to other people, but you've got to look after yourself as well with the Empress. Does that make sense? Because when you look after yourself here with the Empress, then you can keep pushing forward again with the Eight of Wands. Then you'll get the green light, because the Empress, she likes to feel comfortable. She likes to feel relaxed. She likes to feel like her body is, you know, free of any kind of like aches and pains. And when you're feeling like your body is like back to its optimum again, you're going to know that you can push forward again. So hopefully that resonated, Leo. Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you next time. Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekend tarot messages. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you for the upcoming weekend. I apologize, we have some gardeners outside mowing some grass. We have the Two of Cups coming through for you. Two of Cups. I'm using the Gilded Tarot for those of you who are interested. Oh, we have the King of Cups. Some of you may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The King of Cups can represent a fatherly figure as well. It can represent someone that you have a strong emotional connection to. Oh, look at this. We have the King of Pentacles also, which is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, and we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so you know what I'm getting here for you, Virgo? I'm strongly getting a conversation. This weekend, I see a conversation between you and another person. This may be someone that you work with. This may be someone that you live with. I see you both coming in with masculine energy, because these two kings, this is masculine energy. Now, whether you're a male or a female, it doesn't matter, but this is masculine energy. And with this masculine energy, I'm getting like negotiation. So I feel like you're both coming in and you're both sitting down and you're both getting to business on something. So there's a conversation taking place, but this conversation that you're having, you're both negotiating with each other. Okay? Yes. And you're kind of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And this conversation that is taking place is a conversation that I feel will be productive. I feel that both of you will, like this conversation, this negotiation, this is a card of negotiating, and I feel like the outcome will be a win-win. I feel like you're going to be happy, the other person's going to be happy. I feel like there's mutual energy here, and I feel like you're both going to like, I'm sort of seeing like two people shaking hands, coming to terms with something, agreeing on something, and I just feel like it's a win-win outcome for all. Okay, so there's your reading, Virgo. Hopefully that resonated, and I will see you on the next reading. Thanks, guys. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. We're going to take a look and see what Spirit has for you for the upcoming weekend. Let me know you were here by dropping your emoji in the comment section below. I am using the Gilded Tarot for those of you who are interested in what deck I am using. Okay. Oh, I feel like I'm going to burp because I'm drinking a coffee. All right, we have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. And if you're here for the first part of the reading, Saturn enters Aries for the first time in almost like 18 years, I believe. Yes. So this may be very significant for you, okay? You may feel this energy strongly. You may feel this energy strongly. Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles. So, okay, well that's interesting because I feel... Okay, let me just grab another card. We have the Page of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. Okay, the 5 of Cups is, it's like a card of remembrance in a way. So I'm kind of just noticing this here in the background there. Okay, so weekend messages. So in the background of your life, Libra, I kind of feel like you're unhappy. There's a sad energy. And I'm picking that up from the 5 of Cups. Okay. Now, the Emperor is suggesting that you're your own like authority. Okay. You're in control of your life. So you're being invited or encouraged to take charge and take control this weekend, knowing that in the background you're not happy with how maybe a particular area of your life isn't playing out the way you really want it to. Okay, now the 10 of Pentacles is here. The 10 of Pentacles, this can... the 5 of Cups, this is showing me here with the 10 of Pentacles that maybe this might be your work life. Maybe you're not really happy in your work life. Maybe you're not really happy in your home life. Maybe you're not really happy in your family life. Maybe you're not really happy with maybe what you've built for yourself financially. Maybe you're looking ahead and you're thinking, you know, I'm not really happy with I'm not really satisfied with the level of financial security that I have for myself. You know, so there's a particular area of your life that you're kind of like looking on and you just don't feel really happy about it. But the Emperor is encouraging for you to take charge and take control, and you can do something about this. You know, there's no point in crying over spilt milk. It's not the end of the world, which is what these cards are saying. You know, the Page of Wands is almost like this weekend is... this is like a fresh new energy. The Page of Wands is kind of like, get that fire in your belly. Get that fire in your belly. And to me, the Page of Wands feels like that fire in your belly. Get excited about life again. Get excited about something again and get going. Get going. Get started. Redirect this energy and take action, because there's no point in crying over spilt milk. It's not the end of the world, is what these cards are saying. Okay? Reset a goal. Look at what you intend for yourself and set a plan and go out and achieve that new plan, achieve that new goal. Because the Emperor is suggesting that you can absolutely do this. You can achieve this. So hopefully that resonated, Libra. drop a comment in the comment section below if it did, and I'll see you on the next reading. Thanks, guys. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. We are going to take a look and see what messages Spirit has for you for the upcoming weekend. Drop an emoji to let me know that you were here. That would be super awesome. First card coming through is the Three of Pentacles. What messages do you have for our Scorpios for the upcoming weekend? We have the Five of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. Look at all this Pentacle energy. And we have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, just off to the side there. Let's have a look here. What's going on here? Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. It kind of just feels like you've been working on something. Kind of just feels like you're working on something and you've been working really hard. You've been so focused and you've been so dedicated. But you kind of feel with the Five of Pentacles that you're not really feeling any better off for it. You're not really seeing maybe the results of the work or the effort that you're pouring into or putting into something. Okay. I am seeing a family here in the Five of Pentacles. Okay, I'm seeing a family here. So I just feel like I'm connecting to a Scorpio that has been working really hard. And no matter how hard you've been working, you just don't feel like you just don't feel like you're better off for it. You may feel like you're doing this all by yourself. You may feel undervalued or underappreciated by the people around you. So, because I am seeing a family here. So for those Scorpios out there who have family, children, maybe this is a mother or a father. Maybe this is your partner or spouse. Maybe this is your sibling, right? Maybe you're just not getting that recognition from the other person. Maybe it's your friend. Maybe this is like a friendship thing. Maybe you just feel like I'm doing all of this work for my friends and I'm doing all of this, but they don't even appreciate what I'm doing for them. I'm doing all of this work for my family at home, but they can't even see all the work that I'm doing for them. Like if you're a mother, for example, like you might cook, you might be doing all the cooking and the cleaning and paying all the bills and washing the children's clothes, and no one really appreciates the work that you do. If you're the husband, you know, you go to work and you're providing an income and you're keeping a roof over everyone's head, and you're just feeling like no one is really appreciating you. Okay, if you are a student, you might just be feeling like your mum or your dad isn't really noticing the results of the work that you're doing at school or at university. So you just feel like you're alone on something. You just feel like you're on your own here. But I do want to say with the Seven of Pentacles, Scorpio, I do want to say, like, hang in there, because the Seven of Pentacles is suggesting, this is a card of patience. Keep doing what you're doing, because everyone will recognize your efforts. They might not be feeling or seeing it now. They might not be saying thank you. You might not be, you know, receiving the accolades right now, but you will. Okay, you will. So just hang in there is what I want to say with the Seven of Pentacles, because you're not wasting your energy, you're not wasting your time. It may feel like it's going unnoticed right now, but it will pay off, I can assure you. So there's your reading, Scorpio. Thank you. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. We're going to take a look and see what message Spirit has for you for the upcoming weekend. We are using Cairo Marchetti for the weekend. We have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. We have the Nine of Cups. What messages do we have for Sagittarius for the upcoming weekend? The Five of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords. Okay, let's take a look here. Six of Swords. You know, I'm seeing the Five of Wands as a card of kind of like tension, conflict, drama. It's petty, it's games. And with the Six of Swords here off to the background, I'm kind of just seeing you not really sort of interested in engaging in this Five of Wands energy. You're sort of saying, I'm not interested in that. I like the Nine of Cups here, because the Nine of Cups it's a card of joy. It's a card of happiness. It's a card of fulfillment and pleasure. And the Queen of Swords is you. And this is you very clear about how you want to feel. Okay? And you're sort of saying to me, Rosa, I just want to feel happy. Okay? I just want to feel joy, and I want to do things that make me feel good. And I want to be around people that lift me up and lift my spirits and are aligned with the same, you know, vibration as me. Anyone who tries to drag me down, anyone who doesn't align with the same high vibrational energy as me, then I am not going to associate with. The Queen of Swords, she is literally like cutting. She's cutting with her sword here. She's like, nope, this is my truth. This is how I feel. And anyone who doesn't align with my vibration and my energy and my truth, then I am going to use my sword to set a boundary or just like cut out of my life, because I don't need this shit. I don't need this drama in my life. Okay, so that's kind of like what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. I don't see you mingling with, how it's coming through is kind of like, you know, the scum on the bottom of the barrel. I don't see you doing that. Yeah, you're just like, you're not there. You're not there. You're up high. Yes, you're up high. So that's your message for the weekend. And I'm saying the bottom of the barrel, and I think it's because in the Nine of Cups, I'm seeing like this man here and he's toasting, and I'm seeing all these wine barrels here. And I'm seeing these figures in the Five of Wands as the people who kind of just like squelch the grapes that make the wine, and you're like, I'm not mingling with those people who make the wine. I mingle with the people who drink the wine. Yeah? So that's your message, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching. Hopefully that resonated. Hopefully you understood the message that I was trying to deliver here. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekend tarot messages. We're going to take a look and see what message Spirit has for you for the upcoming weekend. Taking a look at weekend tarot messages for Capricorn Spirit. Feel free to drop an emoji down below, Capricorn, to let me know that you are here. We have the Two of Pentacles. The Hanging Man. Okay, Pisces energy. And we have the Three of Cups. The King of Wands. You know, I see the King of Wands sometimes as the energy of someone who likes to be in control. He likes to be in control. He likes to be in charge. But I'm kind of feeling like for you this weekend, that's kind of not going to work for you. It's just not going to work for you. I'm not sure what it's about. It could be in regards to a vision that you have. It could be in regards to a relationship. It could be in regards to a situation that you're dealing with. I feel like you're trying to control something, but it just doesn't feel like it's working out for you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Two of Pentacles, it kind of just feels like you've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on this. The Two of Pentacles can suggest an energy of you trying to maybe negotiate your way through something, talk your way through something. Trying to maybe control the outcome. But the Hangman is here, and the Hangman is suggesting that you can't control this. Whatever is going on for you this weekend, it's simply saying, Capricorn, it's out of your control. It's out of your control. The Hangman is suggesting this weekend is a time for you to surrender and relinquish controlling the outcome, surrender and relinquish controlling the situation because it isn't working for you. What will work for you is just surrendering to it. Because in surrendering to it is when the epiphanies will happen for you. You'll gain better perspective, and something is just going to land for you. Something is just going to work out for you. Okay. The Three of Cups is suggesting celebration, happiness, joy. And I feel like you're going to find what you're looking for when you let go. You're not going to find what you're looking for trying to control it, trying to negotiate your way out of it. Yeah, because the way you're looking at this, I don't know what it is, what you're looking at here. I can't quite pick it up. the way you're looking at it, it's kind of like you're looking at it from the wrong angle. Yeah, you have to look at it from a completely different angle. And when you look at it from a completely different angle, you get what you want. And you'll be better off. You'll be a lot more happier. And I see the Three of Cups as a card of celebration. This is a happy outcome. Okay, so hopefully that resonates for you, Capricorn. Let me know in the comments section below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. Thank you for stopping on by and meeting me here. Let's take a look at your weekend tarot messages. Let's see what Spirit has for you. I apologize for any background noise. We've got some gardeners out and about. Oh, what have we got here? We have the Six of Cups with the High Priestess. We have Pisces energy here. Okay. Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know for the upcoming weekend? The Magician. Okay, and just off to the side we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, let's have a look. You know, when I look at the Magician, I'm hearing straight away, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. And that's kind of what I'm getting for you for the upcoming weekend. So with the Eight of Cups here, there's obviously a particular area of your life that doesn't feel fulfilling to you. This could just generally be you not feeling happy, not feeling satisfied, and it's a feeling, right? And all I can say to you is, Aquarius, well, if you don't want to feel that way, then only you've got yourself to blame. Only because the Magician is, well, if you don't want to feel that way, then you've got the tools to change that. Okay? The Magician is not someone who kind of just wallows. And I'm not saying that you are, but straight away I'm just getting, if it's meant to be, it's up to you. You can change the circumstance. You can change that feeling. And you may intuitively feel here with the High Priestess that this weekend is a time for you to make those changes, make the call. You're getting with the High Priestess that inner calling or that nudge to do something different. Okay. The Six of Cups is here. And what's interesting with the Six of Cups is it can speak to children. So for some of you, like maybe there are some children here that are holding you back. Children can represent play, but the funny thing is I'm noticing the little pussycat in the corner. The little pussycat in the corner here. I'm really noticing that. And cats for me represent independence. Okay. So I just feel like this has got to do with you freeing yourself. Cats don't like to be domesticated. Cats don't like to be pinned down. Cats like to roam around and do their thing. They don't like to be controlled. It could be something to do with that. Like, I just feel like you need freedom. I feel like you need adventure. I feel like you need to explore and see what else is out there this weekend. Maybe you just need to get away. Okay? Maybe you just need to get out of the house. Maybe you just need to get out into the sunshine. and do something for you and not have a limit. Not be told that you've got to be back at a certain time. Like, you just come back when you want to come back. Does that make sense? So there may be something here that you might need to plan for yourself that has no sort of like time limits. Is kind of what I'm getting for you. Aquarius. Where you can just allow yourself to play, let your inner child out. And there's just a sense of adventure and freedom coming in here. So there's your message, Aquarius. Let me know if it resonated, and I'll see you on the next reading. Thanks, guys. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekend tarot messages. We're going to take a look and see what message Spirit has for you. Feel free to drop your emoji in the comment section below to let me know that you were here. Let's see what message Spirit has for our Pisces. We have the Four of Wands coming in with the Tower. Okay. Messages for Pisces for the upcoming weekend. And the Page of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. Just off to the side. You may be dealing with a Leo or an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Strength. I'm kind of getting... whatever happens this weekend, or whatever's happening this weekend, it is requiring kindness and compassion. Okay? And I'm feeling like that is you. Okay, so I'm feeling like you're coming in with kindness, maybe compassion and understanding. I feel like whatever I'm saying, I feel like with the Tower, maybe there was like an unexpected fallout. I feel like maybe you had a fallout. I feel like this has already happened, or maybe this is yet to happen. It's with someone that maybe you live with, or someone that you work with, or someone that you're very close to. I feel like there's going to be like maybe some kind of like unexpected fallout. Maybe this is yet to happen. Maybe it's already happened. But I feel like it's going to require you to be kind and compassionate, or to have kindness and compassion towards this person. So basically, Spirit is asking for you to just kind of like put the ego aside for now and just come in with maybe compassion and understanding. Okay. I feel like there's going to be maybe an opportunity this weekend to ask questions with the Page of Swords, because asking questions will allow you to maybe gain better perspective, gain better understanding. Asking questions will maybe allow for you and this person to rebuild the relationship, rebuild the connection, come back together, because the opening card is the Four of Wands. So yes, even though the Tower card is here and it does suggest, okay, a fallout of some kind, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. There is an opportunity to rebuild with this individual, but it is asking for you to kind of just put the ego aside, okay? Because if you love this person, if you care about this person, If you still see this person in your life, yeah, then it is going to require you to put the ego aside and come in with understanding, love, compassion. Okay, and it takes a big person, it takes a strong person. When I say a big person, I don't mean in physical size, but it just takes a really strong person to do that. You know, there's strength in vulnerability, and you have that this weekend. Yeah. So that's where I leave the reading, Pisces. Hopefully that resonates, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.